Welcome, everyone, to what is going to be a wet and sloppy affair. The skies are wide open, and we are certainly in for some challenges to ball security today as we get ready for this showdown. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their own and right into the snake pit. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. And you want to know what impact
I got holes.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world.
You're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push.
Unleashes one deep. And he's in for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they did it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play. Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get by.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. that run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The play action fake. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. And the Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Just ran him over. Smashes through. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to it, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolute shame. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. The expressway is wide open. All the way in for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing at running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here. Still a bit short of the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Trying to slam in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Leaves it with the back. He got it down to the 3, and that was 3 yards too short as the defense makes the 4th and goal stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Runs through a tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Duarte. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Simon. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice play design on that one to make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback.
In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Puts him in the spinner, still running. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception. interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off. And the offensive guys, it's staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Now the pitch. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Boston College will need to mount a comeback. But these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Awkk. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he's shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. Keep calling downfield shots. Soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up the running game later on.
The give to the back. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's a reverse. Nice move to stay on his feet. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Duarte. Fires to the right. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some touchdown.
Nice play design.
Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Duarte. Working on the right. On the move is the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll keep it on the first and goal.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Called by the offense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed him.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. we're in for a ball game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break up of football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Duarte. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. And they're in for a touchdown.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Temple. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Should have ran a better route.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's in for the score.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Urlacher. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the back. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineer! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Duarte. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Off he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down to the 14.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up. Or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up? Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Can't pound away this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. What do you open up for the passing game?
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Try to get it on the ground. The Mountaineers get it past the sticks. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. On the move. couple of guys there to get him on the ground. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Past the 50. The 30. 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 8 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play.
And he throws another interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Cricket! Roll it, roll it!
Give to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Leach.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing his pass.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
Got it!
And on fourth down, they'll come up and take a knee.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last bit.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Handoff to the single back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He'll keep it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on a first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number. And here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. On first down, here comes this offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. Line getting set on second down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play get decided. Just